Hi again, YouTubers. So it is that time of month for Face of the Month. Primary thing, I haven't done as much on my eyes. It's more about the face and the lips. It's been my favorite go-to look this month. Just absolutely loving it. One thing I did tell you guys at the end, and I will show you now so you'll see this later, is the lipstick. I did not put the gloss end on it yet. I will do that now. I like to let it sit a little bit before I put the gloss on. And it's just so amazing, guys. It is just so wow. There's no way to explain. So I hope you guys enjoy this Face of the Month, and let's get started. Alright, so let's jump right in. The first thing I've been using is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. The one that is the smoothing base. I've been having some hormonal breakouts this week. So more so because of that, I've been having like blotchy areas. So I've been kind of putting that in those areas. This primer is a lot like, I remember it was Dr. Brandt Pores No More. Now I got the green one as well, and the only problem with the green one is it makes you like super, super, super pale. It's kind of crazy. The next thing I've been doing is my Tarte CC corrector in light medium. I put this under and over my eyes. I still have a little bit of a bruise here. I put a little bit over there from my filler under my eyes. I talked about that in a recent vlog video, and I've talked about it in quite a question and answer video. I think I talked about it too. So if you don't follow those, I have filler under my eyes and then on the edges of my lips where I have like fine lines, just to kind of reduce those out a little bit. Under my eyes is for the dark circles, which I still use the Tarte CC corrector, because somebody asked me, they said, well, why if you get filler do you still need the Tarte CC corrector? I like a super bright under eye, so that is why I tend to use it. I don't know, just works for me, you know, everybody's different. I do have a little bit of self-tanner right now. It's a little bit hard to tell because of the lights, but Becca Ultimate Coverage Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream in the color Nude, I think. Yep, Nude. This is what it looks like, comes in a pump. I just take a bunch of little pumps, I mean, not little pumps, but you know what I mean? Like I put like a dot on my hand, and then I go through and kind of dot it all over my face in different areas. Altogether, I would say it's probably like a pump and a half, too, maybe. Kind of depends on the day and how much I'm squirting out. I have been all of a sudden using my beauty blender again. I don't know why, it just kind of sparked my interest. I was using it for concealer and I was like, oh, that would work well on this foundation. Bring it down my neck a little bit, anything that's left on there. So my beauty blender is damp already. So I go around and I use my beauty blender, especially with this foundation, because this foundation can be very, very complete, heavy coverage, kind of as it says. Hard to talk while you're doing that on your chest. Kind of as it says, however, and yes, it looks like it's very yellow as it goes on, but trust me, it matches up when I'm done. However, with the beauty blender, it just gives you a very nice finish. It still is the complete coverage, and I've kind of blended up into my hairline, on my ears, things like that. As you can see, I stopped there. I just make sure, because if you bring it into your hairline, it looks much more natural, especially if you're trying to match self-tanner. Kind of like, I just kind of keep blending it, make sure everything looks as natural as possible. It's funny when you see how much I put on, but saying natural. My brain is not working. I have been using my Urban Decay Naked Concealer in medium light. It's kind of funny because I got some of these ideas, and I say some of them, from Jaclyn Hill. I was watching one of her videos. Which one was it? really remember which one it was. But it was like a natural something eye. And ever since I did some of these things, I have been loving it. I'll post the link to her video below. It's kind of where I got the basis of this, and then I kind of, you know, changed it up a little bit to suit me. The next thing I have been using is the Anastasia Brow Definer. Not the Brow Wiz, the Brow Definer. It is different. It has an angle to it. And I have been loving this thing. And I start at the arch and go down. And then I draw up to that same arch. Very lightly. I'm not putting this thing down heavy. Like I'm making little short strokes. And then I kind of use it to fill in that front part. Now, I wish, oops, turned it the wrong way. I wish that my brows had more of an arch to them, but they don't. So you got to work with what you got. Let's see here, a couple things. Let's see here. This month, had my filler done. Next month is my brother's wedding. So that will be awesome. And we have been so busy with all the things leading up to it. It has been crazy. Good crazy. But yeah, so next month I planned on, tell me what you guys think of this. I had talked about this a little bit. I had talked about possibly making it so that I do a review Wednesday. So reviews on Wednesday and do my vlogs on Saturdays. But I planned on trying to do it this month, but I already have my calendar worked out this month. Other side with the brush, and I just kind of feather it just a little bit. Not too much, not too little. Just want it to not be so harsh looking. If that makes sense. So yeah, I was thinking about doing Smith's Lip Balm and Strawberry review Wednesday, vlogs to Saturday. But then I'm like, March was already, sorry if you hear MJ coughing, March was already done on my calendar. Now I'm looking at April going, I don't know if that's going to work for April with the wedding. I have a feeling I'm going to be a little insane then. I don't know. So, all right, I have been using my MAC palette, my Z palette with my MAC colors in it. Color Soft Brown and a Sephora Pro 19. And I just tap it into there, tap it off, I go up into my crease and bring it just a little bit down on the lid. I have honestly, since I started the whole Obagi skincare thing, I will be completely honest, I have not been doing much makeup at all. I just realized, somebody asked me one time why I say I'm being honest. They're like, do you usually lie? I'm like, no, it's just a saying that I say. I don't know why I say it. It's not because I normally lie. It's just a saying I say. I don't know why. I don't know where I picked it up. It's just funny. So anyway, I have not been using much like shadows and things like that. I've been kind of more concentrating on like my skin and stuff like that and just enjoying it. Sephora Pro 15 and Naked Lunch, which is this one over here. I just use a little bit of that and go up under the brow bone. Same thing on this side. Just for a little bit of something. Sometimes I bring it into the inner corner just a little bit. Just to kind of brighten it up. Sometimes a little bit right under here. Depends on my mood. I might have to fix that up later because if I change my liner. So that's all I've been doing with my eyes, like for shadows right now. Marc Jacobs highliner in just black. And I've been putting this on my waterline. I just go up and under. So let me know what you guys think of that. Do you like the idea of it? Do you not like the idea of it? I don't know. What else? Got a new car. Well, in, what was that? February, I guess it was. We picked it up. Right? Yeah, that would be, I don't know, probably since my face of the month. I ended up, because there was a lot of back and forth with this, with a Range Rover supercharger. It's the bigger one. Really, really enjoying that. My brain's all over the place. Next thing I have been doing, I kind of let that liner sit for a minute. I went back to using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, Tom Ford bronzer brush. And I start on like kind of where the hollows of my cheek are, and then I bring it up into my temple and then down my neck a little bit under the chin. Same thing on the other side. And yes, I blend that in. Sometimes it just goes on a little bit brighter or darker. You know how that works. Don't worry, I'll blend it all. It'll all work out. I'll show you. So, got the car. Really, really, really enjoying that. Gosh, I can't get rid of this tickle now. I've been using MAC Prep and Prime Radiant Rose. Again, I think that might have been Jaclyn Hill that I saw using this. And it kind of sparked my interest. And kind of put a little bit here, down my nose, right here, and right here. I've been having, I forget if I mentioned this part, a lot of hormonal breakouts right now, and it's driving me crazy. I always start with the center because I want to get rid of that as soon as I possibly can. So then I bring that out and over. Same thing on the other side. Same thing, just using this beauty blender. And going back and forth until it's blended in the way I want it to. Now Scotches. You can hear them doing something down there. Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. I just shake this out. Like I only poked through 4 of the holes, so there's not a whole lot that comes out. I set under the eye all the way out to the hairline. Same thing on the other side. Then I take whatever's left here and I kind of go up, down and around my nose, and any areas that didn't get powder. Sometimes I use a big brush, sometimes if I have this out, like, you know how this didn't get any powder down there? That's the only downside of only putting 4 holes in this, is you don't get much product at all. So I go through and make sure any areas that didn't get bronzer or powder on them, get this powder on it. So there's that part. Oh, I got a hair of something right there. There we go. My hair is such a mess. I can't wait to get it done. I've been putting it off because of the wedding, because I want to wait until we're closer to the wedding and get it done the way I want it to. Miss Crystal sent me this. It's the Jordana Easy Liner in the color Khaki, and I have been loving it. I tried to play with a couple others that I had to see if I liked them just as much, and I don't. I don't know what is different about this, because it's not too dark, it's not too light. It is just, gives a nice shadow. Same thing on the other side. Got a little bit under the eye there. And the reason I do this after I set my under eye is because I want to kind of smudge it out just a little bit to give it a little bit of just definition. And but if I do this and then I do the conceal powder, it kind of makes this not as smudgy looking, because I want it like natural smudgy looking, if that makes sense. So you see that difference right there? Oops, wrong color. I just like to smudge it out just a little bit. All right. Sometimes I take, it depends on my mood, It Cosmetics 217, I think, or 227. 217. And I take a little bit of liner, any liner. This is MAC Black Track Gel Liner, I think. Sometimes I just use the Marc Jacobs pencil and do this. It depends. And I just put a little bit down on this outer corner. I don't know. I just feel like something about not as much shadow makes me feel like I need something on this area. Just to define it a little bit more. So again, it's not much. And if you watch Jaclyn's video, very, very similar. I just kind of tweaked things to how, you know, everybody does things just slightly different. Sometimes I take this pencil brush, I don't even know who makes it, and take that color right in there just to brighten it back up. Like I said, sometimes I lose some of that brightness right there when I do the, come on, brain concealers and stuff like that. I've been using the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani blush palette, and I tap in these two. I just really, really like these two together. They're pretty, they're peachy, they have a nice sheen to them. It just looks pretty. I don't know, something about it just works. Like I said, I have not been going overly crazy for some reason this month with shadows and things like that. I've been doing more on my face and skin. Hourglass Strobe Light in Euphoric with a Sephora Pro 54. And I just run it across there. And a little bit right there in the center. Then the Surratt Lash Curler, which I can't, oh wait, sorry. Scandinavia Bridal Makeup Spray. I am back into using this again. I'm loving it. I used to do it before my mascara, and then I kind of found that it's smarter just to kind of do it now. I don't know, it just works better. Surratt Lash Curler, as I mentioned, this thing is phenomenal. Like, who would have thought I wanted to review a lash curler, but this thing, go watch that review if you're wondering. It is just you probably don't need to watch it, just go buy it. This is the best lash curler ever. It is so curved, but so open, and it curls your lashes, and it holds the curl. It's just awesome. Chanel Le Volume de Chanel Mascara. Oops. Again, another item that is just wow. I heard all these other people talking about it, and I was like, come on, it can't be that great. It's that great. Keep in mind, the first couple days when you open it, it's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have looked around. I just put, can you see it went up on the top lid on my brow bone, so I'll have to fix that. Yeah. It's just so wow. The first couple days, it kind of is too wet. And then as it dries out, it is phenomenal. So pretty. So just volumizing. Look at the difference between those two eyes. And it gives you that, it's made for volume, but it also gives you some length. It's really quite cool, actually. I'm loving it. So just squeeze it a couple times and hold it for a couple seconds. I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason to that part of it. Same thing on the other eye. Except for hopefully don't put this one on my brow bone. Now this eye I have to flip the brush around to get these outer corner ones. I don't really know why. I just can't get down there as easily. We go. So that one, this stuff was kind of drying as I did that. So I just grab a Q-tip and kind of go in and grab any of those little spots that the mascara touched down on. It's not a big deal. All right, lips. I have been doing this and everyone is loving it, and so am I. It's just phenomenal. Marc Jacobs Primrose Lip Liner is the first thing that I have been using. And I just go through. It's hard to talk when you're doing this. I feel like this is when you can probably see that my lips are filled in. You can't see the lines around the edges as much. I just blend this, like feather it up, or out, I guess. Just because I don't want that really dark, you know, one line. Chanel. No idea what this is called, but it's like double intense something lip stain something something. Comes with the lip color and the gloss, and it's just amazing. Light rose is the color. I said soft rose a couple times, but I was wrong. It's light rose. If you guys have any suggestions for colors, I would love to hear it. If you've used this, I always wipe it off really good because I don't want too much on here. Go along that line. Same thing on the top. This stuff is just, there's nothing like it. I let it dry, and then I go back and put the gloss on it. So yeah, that is everything. Just have on a Converse t-shirt that I'm going to throw a sweater over. Hair is just up in a bun, quick and simple today, nothing special. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know if you have any questions, and thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.